Allen Bradley's panel view graphic terminals are an industry standard. Now, a new series of OptixBrand terminals works with application software called FactoryTalk Optix and FactoryTalk Remote Access to assume some of the functions traditionally associated with industrial PCs, but at a far lower cost.
These HMI terminals have no accessible OS or drive. Instead, they're purpose-built, fixed products ready to go out of the box for simplified OEM or integrator setup.
OptixPanel's initial release includes two families. OptixPanel Compact has screens 4.3 and 7 inches wide and a single Ethernet port, as well as a serial port. In contrast, OptixPanel Standard has screens 7 to 21 inches and 2 Ethernet ports, so can communicate on 2 networks at once and function as a bridge for FactoryTalk remote access connections.
An IP69K stainless version is suitable for washdown. The OptixPanel is available with a multi-touch projected capacitive PCAP screen or less expensive analog resistive screen where multi-touch pinch, zoom, and swiping gestures aren't needed.
All these options will make for 46 different versions upon release. The 21.5 PCAP screen sample we have here is the most sophisticated. Both OptixPanel Standard and Compact are available with or without Rockwell branding.
The OptixPanel is unique in how it's web and cloud driven. It leverages FactoryTalk Optix, one of the 5 FactoryTalk Design Hub Rockwell cloud power solutions. When used with the OptixPanel graphic terminal, FactoryTalk Optix software creates a hardware-software solution with maximal flexibility. The Rockwell Automation FactoryTalk Optix Human-Machine Interface, or HMI, platform lets users design, test, and deploy applications directly from a browser.
Engineers can leverage machine-to-machine and machine-to-cloud communications enabled by OPC UA, native IoT connectivity, an open C# interface, and MQTT. The latter allows access to machine data that can be sent via MQTT to the cloud. It's also possible to edit the application in a cloud-based ecosystem and deploy it over VPN. Engineers simply log into Rockwell's cloud-based infrastructure via a browser to collaboratively edit the application with others.
FactoryTalk Optix Studio Pro, the design environment for FactoryTalk Optix applications, is integrated with GitHub for source control, versioning, and audit trails. The application connects to FactoryTalk Vault as well.
When the app is fully developed, it can be deployed to a remote PC or OptixPanel via VPN using FactoryTalk Remote Access. After that, the system can run autonomously with no internet connection.
Alternatively, engineers can eschew the cloud-based approach altogether for programming on local software and deploy via a local network or removable memory if that's preferred.
In fact, Rockwell OptixPanel terminals leverage the full power of OPC unified architecture. This industry standard, among many other things, lets the different pieces of software communicate with other software. OPC UA is so deeply embedded into the Optix application that it's basically the application's internal language. A given application can be deployed to multiple devices, including PCs, Optix panels, and edge compute modules. Licensing options allow allocation of runtime licenses to different options and functions.
Each Optix panel comes with a perpetual runtime license sized appropriately for the panel hardware. Compact panels come with small licenses, allowing the use of 8 runtime components. Standard panels come with medium licenses, allowing the use of 11 runtime components.
OptixPanel's users can use the runtime licenses to enable only the software components that they need, such as graphics, alarms, and MQTT, as well as third-party controller connections, for example. But the panel application is component-centric and not monolithic. Users aren't forced to load components they'll never use. That boosts panel performance while trimming costs. On the other hand, upgrade kits are available if users want more runtime features than the default package of runtime components allows.
FactoryTalk Remote Access allows real-time communications between plant personnel at the terminal and engineers anywhere in the world who in turn can modify and redeploy applications via the cloud infrastructure. So, OEMs and integrators don't need to travel to end-user sites to apply solutions to issues. Via Rockwell Cloud Infrastructure, remote engineers can see and interact with a mirror image of what's on screen for remote troubleshooting and maintenance.
When OptixPanel standard terminals are employed as communication gateways, they even allow changes to connect controllers. Here, an engineer connects from their facility through a VPN, through the FactoryTalk Hub, through the OptixPanel terminal, to the controller. This FactoryTalk Hub is the Rockwell Automation cloud infrastructure that provides remote connectivity to FactoryTalk Remote Access and the infrastructure for FactoryTalk Optix.
Permutations are adaptable. With the upcoming Logix Embedded Edge Compute module, users can run FactoryTalk Optix within the rack and access the controller over the backplane at high speeds. That module can also serve HMI graphics as well as web pages to remote browsers, eliminating the need for a PC monitor.
Displays are responsive, an HTML5 function for maximally intuitive interfaces that allows the resizing of digital screens within the application. Whole graphic objects are bound to screen edges so they can be stretched in both axes. Tag values allow for different objects to be scaled to different sizes.
The OptixPanel series won't supersede existing Rockwell product families and platforms. Rather, OptixPanels and FactoryTalk Optix PC runtimes aim to give engineers who want it the option to use C# programming, APIs, MQTT functions, and cloud connectivity.
For more information on Rockwell Automation's FactoryTalk Optix and OptixPanels, visit rockwellautomation.com and designworldonline.com.